5 historically terrifying viruses. Number 5 on the list is rabies. Rabies has a long and storied history dating back to 2300 BC, with records of Babylonians who went mad and died after being bitten by dogs. While this virus itself is a beast, the sickness it causes is now wholly preventable, if treated immediately with a series of vaccinations. We have vaccine inventor Louis Pasteur to thank for that. If left untreated after exposure, the virus attacks the central nervous system and death usually results. The symptoms of an advanced infection include delirium, hallucinations, and raging violent behavior in some cases, which some have argued makes rabies eerily similar to zombification. Number 4 on the list is Lassa. This virus gives us yet another reason to avoid rodents. Lassa is carried by a species of rat in West Africa called mastomys. Lassa is airborne, at least when you are hanging around the rat's facial matter. Humans, however, can only spread it through direct contact with bodily secretions. Lassa fever, which has a 15 to 20% mortality rate, causes about 5,000 deaths a year in West Africa, particularly in Sierra Leone and Liberia. It starts with a fever and some retrosternal pain and can progress to facial swelling, bleeding, and deafness. Fortunately, researchers and medical professionals have found some success in treating Lassa fever with an antiviral drug in the early stages of the disease. Number 3 is Hantavirus. There are many strains of Hantavirus floating around in the wake of rodents that carry the virus. Different strains carried by different rodent species are known to cause different types of illnesses in humans, most notably hemorrhagic fever with renal syndrome, HFRS, first discovered during the Korean War, and hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, HPS, which reared its ugly head with the 1993 outbreak in the southwestern United States. Severe HFRS causes acute kidney failure, while HPS gets you by filling your lungs with fluid edema. HFRS has a mortality rate of 1 to 15%, while HPS is a staggering 38%. The US saw its most recent outbreak of hantavirus of the HPS variety at Yosemite National Park in late 2012. Number 3 on the list is Marburg. In 1967, a group of lab workers in Germany and Serbia contracted a new type of fever from some virus-carrying African green monkeys that had been imported for research and development of polio vaccines. The Marburg hemorrhagic fever has a 23 to 90% fatality rate. Spread through close human-to-human contact, symptoms start with a headache, fever, and a rash on the trunk, and progress to multiple organ failure and massive internal bleeding. There is no cure, and the latest cases were reported out of Uganda at the end of 2012. An American tourist who had explored a Ugandan cave full of fruit bats, known to be the reservoirs of the virus, contracted it and survived in 2008. Number 1 on the list is the deadly Ebola virus. If you contract this virus, a disturbing amount of blood starts coming out of your body. For instance, your eyes. 4 of the 5 known Ebola virus strains cause Ebola hemorrhagic fever, EHF, which has killed thousands of people in sub-Saharan African nations since its discovery in 1976. The deadly virus is named after the Ebola River in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, where it was first reported, and is classified as the CDC Biosafety Level 4, making it one of the most dangerous pathogens on the planet. It is thought to spread through close contact with bodily secretions. EHF has a 50 to 90% mortality rate, with a rapid onset of symptoms that starts with a headache and sore throat and progress to major internal and external bleeding and multiple organ failure. There is no known cure, and the most recent cases were reported at the end of 2012 in Uganda. So that's pretty much it for this week. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Until next week, thank you and goodbye.